Hello, happy Monday. If you're like, wow, you're really sunny right now, I am. Look where I'm at. I'm in gorgeous Portugal, and before my day of sightseeing and beach time, I wanted to share a quick video with you about red flags. So you've heard me talk about them before and how when you spot a red flag, you want to walk away. Yes, I stand by that. However, it depends on what phase of dating you're in. So there are two really distinct phases of dating. One, I'm sure there are more, but I'm going to talk about these two for today. So there's the first phase when we are more getting to know what we want by short-term dating, right? So we're kind of dating to date at this point. We're out, we're having fun. We might be getting into those like shorter term relationships. So we're going out with someone for 1 to 2 months, 3 months, a couple weeks, etc. And this is when we're really learning the lessons, right? We're really paying attention to what feels good, what doesn't feel good for us, what works for us in a partner and what doesn't. This is how we're really defining and getting to know our list and what works. This is when, if you see a red flag during this phase, you want to stop and ask more questions about it and really begin to understand, is it a deal breaker for you? So for example, in this phase, you may meet someone who is newly out of a relationship, right? Maybe they were in a year or even 2-year relationship and they're like 1 to 2 months out. And so you want to stop and start gathering more information about that, right? Asking them questions. Are they ready for something new? How did they work through what happened in their last breakup, et cetera, et cetera. And you kind of need to experience it, right? So that if, let's say 2 weeks later, they're like, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm not ready for something new. And they break out or they break up, then you can start to determine, that actually might be more of a deal breaker for me, right? If someone is in newly out of a relationship, I've learned that usually means they aren't ready and open for something more serious. And when we're in this phase, we might need to learn that lesson over and over again, right? Running into the fire. And that's fine if that helps you understand and really figure it out. Like, this is the lesson I'm learning and this is what I need in order to learn it. We love that. Then there's the second part of dating, when you have done the detective work, you know what you want, you know what you like, you know what works for you, and you know what doesn't. And you're in this phase of, I'm ready for a partner. I'm no longer dating to date. I'm no longer doing short-term fun. I'm only looking for someone who wants to have a committed relationship. And that can be like you're ready for marriage or just something even longer term and kids, or you're just ready for a relationship. If you're younger and you're like, I don't want to think about someone I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, but I want to be with someone for at least a couple years, right? That can be that phase too. When we're in this phase, then we have to apply all the things we learned in the previous phase, right? So when we see red flags, now we can say, oh, no, I know what that is, and we can move on, right? So that's why we really want to learn all those lessons in the first phase, so we have that underneath our belts and we can use it to propel us into this second part where we don't have to gather more information because we know we've learned that lesson and we can really be in our full worth and feel really good about moving forward, right? Because we've kind of determined already through our own research that doesn't work for us. So I think it's really good to determine what phase you're in, and neither phase is better than the other, right? There's like the first phase isn't better than the second phase isn't better than the first phase. It's just really where you're at. I personally was in that first phase for a long time because I was really needing to learn those lessons. And then once I really got them, I was like, okay, now I'm like in the don't fuck with me phase. I know what I want, put in the hours. So I would encourage you to do the same. Where are you at? Have you really learned these lessons? Write them down, right? So I would have you make a list of all the red flags you've experienced and write out the lesson you learned from each one. Have you really learned it? And then keep track of that so that when you get into that second phase, you can know these are all the things that I know don't work for me or that I want to watch out for, right? And if you're in that first phase, really paying attention to if you're repeating something, ask yourself, what is the lesson here? And do I need to learn it again? Okay, so that's my little spiel on the phases of dating and red flags. I hope that helps. Let me know if there's questions. And then lastly, before I go, don't forget, we are still in a coaching sale, and that sale is going to end on August 31st. I believe there's a 31st in August, if not August 30th. And it's $100 off one-on-one sessions using code all capital manifest 100, and 100 is 100. So all caps manifest 100 100 to get $100 off your session. So if this sounded interesting and you're like, I don't know what phase I'm in, come see me. I'd love to help you get through that and learn more and connect. So hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I'm gonna go run out here. Bye.